Okay. Yep.
All right, Joe, your show.
All righty. Well, you said the next hour or so. This is either going to take 5 minutes or it's going to take forever. I don't know which. We're gonna talk a little bit about photo editing using Word. And yes, Harry, you have a question?
No, I'm just trying to get rid of a reflection.
Oh, okay. You had your hand up in the air. I thought you wanted to say something. At any rate,
Sorry.
I am not a great photographer or photo editor, and I'm certainly not going to spend a couple $100 on Photoshop or something like that, or even want to take the time to learn the free stuff like GIMP and things. But there are times when I want to play around with an image a little bit, and there's some nice things that you can do using Word and or Paint along the way. I'm pretty much going to be talking about things we do in Word. I might get into Paint, I might not, I don't know. And I'm just playing around with it. I just discovered some of this stuff recently. So if I try things tonight and they don't work, please be forgiving. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to share the screen here in just a second, and then you'll be able to see stuff. Hopefully you can see the screen. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to go over to my Word documents here. There we go. That's the one I want. Yeah, I loaded some images here that we can take a look at. I'm going to get to a different document here. Is that what I want? I think that's it. Let's see. Nope, I got the wrong one. That's the one I want. Okay. Here's a document, and I've preloaded some images. One of the things that we can do, I've got a lot of images here, and I'm going to try and take. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to start out with this guy here. This is a picture of a couple of friends of mine. They do they're historical reenactors. The guy on the right there is Max Daniels, and that's his wife Donna, and they do the Lincoln couple. He does Abraham, and she does his wife. At any rate, and they go and do Civil War shows and things like that. And this is a nice contemporary picture of them. I'm going to take and copy them, and we're going to put them somewhere. We'll put them in another document here just to have them all by themselves so that there won't be anything else distracting here. And whoopsie daisy, how did that happen? I did that wrong, didn't I? Okay, let's try this again, Joe. Here's the picture. Whoops. Here's the picture. Copy it and paste it, right? Yeah, there they are. Okay. And this is a nice contemporary photograph. And what we want to do, I'll make it a little larger. And what we'd like to do is make this more of a period piece. And so what we can do once we've selected the picture is we can go up to our picture format up at the top of our Word document, or at the top of our Word program. We can go up there and we click on picture format. And why am I not getting my stuff that I want to get? There it is. Okay. And we're going to go over to something here called color. And, you know, pictures of the time period of the Civil War period, they generally, they came in black and white, but they had kind of a tint to them. Over time, they would get a little bit yellow. And so if we like, we can yellow them up a little bit for ourselves. We can lighten them, make them fade, if you will. We have all sorts of different shades and colorations that we can do with these pictures. There's a whole ton of them. You got green, blues. This is a gold. Here's a darker kind of gold, not quite as light as the first one that we had there. This one, kind of a dark tint to it. And there's our image. Looks a little bit more like a period maybe from the Civil War as opposed to a contemporary photo. Gives it a little aging, if you will. Okay, and that's done by choosing your picture and then going up. You get this picture format button when you select a picture. When you deselect the picture, when you click on text, what happens? That format picture disappears. It only shows up when you have a picture selected for yourself. Okay. Anybody have any questions about that? Okay. You can size the photo. I just want to talk a little bit about sizing the photo. I use the handles on the corner here to change the size. If you want to change the size of your image, and you want to maintain the aspect ratio, use the corner buttons to resize it. If you use the buttons along the walls of the image, what happens is everybody gains weight or everybody gets very, very skinny. So unless you want to do something like that, probably it's best to use the corners. Another thing that you can do, if you're trying to fit your image to a particular size, and I prefer to do this one myself because occasionally you get a picture and it runs from border to border, or it's just too darn big, or you're typing text and you want the picture to be right below it. What do? The picture, you bring the picture in and boom, it bumps itself down to the next page. And then you're playing around with how big the picture can be before it gets in there. Well, if you know that you're on line 6 of your document or line 20 of your document, you have 3.5 inches left, you can simply right click on your photograph and there's something here called size and position, and you click on the size and you just tell it how big you want that picture to be. And if you have 3 inches for the photo, you type in 3. The aspect ratio by default is locked in, so it will magnify your picture to the right size or shrink it to the right size and maintain the aspect ratio. And you click OK, and there it is. That picture is 3 inches tall. And as far as how wide it is, you don't have to worry about that because the computer took care of that. And if it's 3 inches wide, it's going to be 5.32 inches, or 3 inches tall. It'll be 5.32 inches wide. Okay, to maintain the aspect ratio of the image. Okay. Does everybody understand what aspect ratio is? Anyone not? I will take the silence, meaning everybody knows that term, aspect ratio. Okay. All righty. So we can color the photo and we can have some artistic effects to some of the photos as well. So let me go get another photo. And this photo is a photo that I took recently. actually not recently, but this past summer. Took a copy of this photo. I'm going to copy this into another space here, and we'll get out of this. Give myself a little room here, and there's the image. Okay, and I was looking at that photo, and I said I want to do something different with it. This is the one that actually I used when I first realized or discovered the ability that you have inside of Word to edit a photo. So I select the photo, and I'm going to select that guy, and then I'm going to go to artistic effects. And the artistic effects, there's I don't know, 20, 23 of them, not 20, no, they're just short of 20, 18, I guess. Is that right? 18? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20. No, 23. There's 23 different effects that you have if you count the original. This is the original. That's none. We have marker. Now, they have names for these things, and I don't know where they came up with the name. Sometimes the names make sense because it really does look like that's what was used. On the other hand, other times they have names that, to my way of thinking, have nothing to do with what I'm looking at, but you can see that for yourself. This is called pencil grayscale. It actually turns it into what looks like somebody's scribblings. This one is similar. It's a pencil sketch, a little more shading here. Then we have a line drawing, not too very good. This is a blur. If for some reason you want to make people think you're an awful photographer, use that one. Glow, a diffused glow. Nice if you have a spotlight on somebody and you want them to look faintly, use that one. That'd be great. Give them a little halo around their head. This is called Paintbrush. We have paint strokes and a chalk sketch. Chalk sketch is kind of interesting. This one is kind of fun. It's called a light screen, and you may or may not remember these things, but they had these little pegboards with little plastic pins that you would put in the pegboards, and then you light it up, and you could make an image with it. It's kind of like a low-tech pixelated drawing type system. And that's what you have here. You have little tiny squares that make up the picture, and you can see the lines in that picture. Whoopsie daisy, why did I lose that? There, okay, there it is. And that's called light screen. Then we have the watercolor sponge and the film grain. This one is mosaic bubbles. Then we have a glass, looks like it's wet glass of some sort or another, or filtered glass. This one is kind of neat, plastic wrap. It looks like somebody put this thing in plastic and tried to do a shrink wrap on the picture. If you don't choose it after a while, it reverts back to itself. Then we have pastels. What is this one? This is Crisscross Etching. I don't know, it doesn't do much for me. Same thing, texturizer. Gives a little bit of depth. This is kind of nice, and I really like the cement. That's what this is called, is cement. And I like what cement does to images. It's just a neat little feature. It looks like cement, I guess, for lack of a better term, and really busts it up nice, but it really looks cool. And I have one that I did that for. This is called Cutout. And then we have photocopy. Looks like it went through it looks more like a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. It's my way of thinking about it, back in the early days. And then we have this one, which is called Glow Edges. It looks like some kind of creature of the night when they do them in the movies, when you're looking through the eyes of the monster, and this is how the monster sees everything, kind of night vision type of thing. And so those are our choices. And Jean went ahead and saw this picture, and she decided that she liked this version of it. And so that's the version that I used. I actually entered this into a contest, and with the original side by side type of thing. And I didn't win. I was up against really, really good photographers. And I go to this group once a week usually, and they just embarrass the heck out of me because they're so good. But it's fun. At any rate, and we were looking at this, and then it was near Christmas, and Jean said, "You know what would be really nice is if we could put a wreath on this door." And so I said, "Well, let me take a look." And so I went ahead and I went out, and there's like gazillions of websites that have things. We all know YouTube. You can go to YouTube and find just about anything you want, YouTube images. But I was looking for something that had no background. I just wanted the wreath. And so I did find a wreath, and I'll go and get that guy here. Let's see, where are you? Should be here, I think. Are you? Yes, there he is. There's my wreath. And we put the wreath in. And let's see if I can find the wreath. The wreath is on this one. Okay, and we'll go there. And there's my wreath. And I take that wreath and I'll copy that over. And we'll plop him right down here, maybe. And there's my wreath. And I'll just grab that wreath and I'll, wait a second, I'm gonna grab, uh-oh, I can't do that. Why can't I do that? Well, something's wrong here somewhere. Let's take a look and see. Okay, I've got my picture format. I'm going to, do I want to wrap text? Yeah, I want to wrap text. I'm going to say square this. And I'm not certain why the term square is used, but I'm going to square it. And I'm going to move. Well, that's not doing it either, is it? No. Okay, why can't I do this? Let's see, position it. Let's see here. We want to be able to, whoops, what was that? No, it's not going there. Now I can't make it do what I want it to do. Okay, let's see here. More layout options. Come on. Why aren't you letting me do what I want to do? Move with that. Fix position on page. Layout. Contact. Okay, well, I'm not sure how I do this now. I thought I had this down, but I guess I didn't. I know the square lets me move the picture, but I thought it let me move the picture around like that, but it's moving it away. I'm moving it on top. Hang on, folks, I'm working at this. Like I say, it's kind of new to me, so I'm still playing around with it. I thought I had this, darn. No, that's not it. Align. Rotate it. Let's just want to send it back. Okay, Joe. Well, we're messed up here. Sorry about that. Online source. No, that's not it. Picture now. No. Press picture no.
It doesn't allow,
I beg your pardon?
it doesn't allow you to paste over the other picture?
Yeah. I did that earlier today. Let me take a real quick look at something. I've got another article here somewhere, I think. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Is that it? That's the one. Yeah. Okay. Go to the insert tab, select the pictures option, and see the choice, and click on both pictures. Wrap text.
Hey, Joe.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Hang on just a second. Okay. I'm going to try and select both.
Yep. Go up to wrap text right there.
What? Wrap text, square, move with, oh, maybe. No, that's not doing it.
Can you layer?
I can't find it now. Well, I know I can do this.
Joe,
I
what's
just
that
can't.
little circle above the wreath? What does that do? Does that let you
Oh,
move?
this guy? This is for, this is if you want to tilt it or turn it at an angle, whatever. That's what the circle does. I'm sorry about this, folks, but it's not doing what I want it to do. And I did it right before this meeting and it worked fine, and now it's playing games with me. It has to do with position and wrap text, and I can't seem to recall exactly what the story is here.
Joe, by chance, is the wrap text setting for the big picture set or not?
I'm sorry, what was that again, Tim?
Your main picture, the building,
Yeah,
what's the wrap setting for that picture?
the wrap setting for that picture is, oh, maybe I got to do square there. There it is. Okay, good. Thank you. Tim saves the day. Everybody say thank you, Tim. Okay. You got to have both pictures set up that way. Okay, so I'm going to put this wreath on the door. There it is. Isn't that wonderful? Wait a second. The picture's not there. That's because the pictures are layered, one on top of the other. So I'm going to, right now, the building is on top of the wreath. I want the wreath on top of the building. And for that, since it's still chosen, because you can see the grid here, the selection grid, I'm going to bring it forward, and there it is on the door, and I can plop it right in there, like so. Okay. And then I decided to do a little something else here. Won't fry my brains out on this one, but we'll see what happens. I went ahead and I picked up an image of this fella here. I got that off of the off of YouTube, or not YouTube, but Google Images, and I decided I wanted to take him and put him in the window there, have him looking out the window. So we'll go over here and we'll bring his picture in. Whoops, wrong one. How'd that happen? You come with me over here. There he is. Okay, and so I take him and I put him in the window, except there's a problem there. He's got his background, and we don't want the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that image and select, and we're going to say remove the background. And everything kind of turns purplish color. And now all I have is his head, and I can put him back there. Actually, I'm going to close the frame up around him a little bit. Whoopsie daisy. We want to keep the aspect ratio correct. And we'll take that. It's a little bit tiny for him. Okay. And then we'll crop the picture a bit. I think we can do that. There we go. We'll crop it. Oops, this way and this way. Just makes it a little easier to handle. And I'll put him in the window. And there he is, looking out the window at us through this building. Okay. And let's see now, if I move this, whoops, what happened? Oh, they're not connected. Well, what we need to do then is we need to connect everything here. So we select all three images, and then we connect them, I believe. How do we do that? Is that? Nope, that's for rotation. Group, that's it, group. We group this image, and now this photo becomes one unit. And when I move it, everything moves. It's one piece. It's not three different images. It's one image. If I need to separate those items out again, I simply go up into the group command and ungroup them, and they're ungrouped again. And then I can move each one individually as needed. Okay, do you have any questions about any of those items? Anyone? Very quiet out there.
Joe?
Okay. Yeah.
One thing I think you were not totally certain about is the blur feature. I'm pretty sure that's used by people who've taken pictures of Bigfoot.
Yeah. People get that all the time of Bigfoot blur. Those pictures are always blurred. I wonder if they use that feature to cover up the zipper on the costume of the person they have playing Bigfoot.
Joe,
Yeah.
with all images grouped, if you change the size of your picture, do they all shrink at the same time? Or-
Yeah, let me group them
size
again
change?
for you. We'll group all the pictures together again. Let me get them all grouped here. Put that guy there. All right, and if I group this image and I change the size of the image, everything changes. It stays in the same aspect ratio. Now, if they're ungrouped and I change the size of one of these images, of course, everything's going to go cockeyed. You know, get jazzed up. So, at any rate, so That's really kind of a nice little feature. And you can do things like this with your images, and you don't have to use the, you know, all features that are there, but it's kind of nice for some of them. Let's see, where's Max and Donna? Right there. Okay, even though they look like President Lincoln and his wife, Mrs. Lincoln, I know them as Max and Donna, so that's what I call them here. I'm gonna put the color back to normal here. Just whoops, yeah. That's the, where is it? I want to get it back. Why can't I get it back? Okay, we'll get it back here. And we're gonna go with, oh, there we go. And there they are. Now this is kind of a nice image. Once again, well, maybe we'll go back with the color. Let me change the color. I'm sorry to keep jumping around on you folks, but this is a nice image and everything like this, but it's awfully squared off. Might be nice if we could do something a little bit different with it. Maybe change the way it sits in the frame. And that's what these guys are up here for, the picture styles. And you'll notice that we have kind of a frame, very simple white frame. Then we have a beveled matte finish type of thing. But how about something a little more traditional? And you'll notice that we have a slide bar here for different variations. We have a whole bunch of different things we can do with this. We can give it a nice little round look to it. We can give it a frosted look, like we're looking through a keyhole or a window, if you will. This is a nice little frame, a round frame, a curved frame. This is a double frame, or double layered frame, I guess, for lack of a better term. There you go. I kind of like that. That's kind of a nice way to have it. And we can do that if we want to. If we want to go with a more traditional format of this, and we'll go with just a straight basic frame. And then, let's see here, let's say we want to make it look like it's in a photo album or something. We can kind of twist it a little bit, turn it at an angle, and put a bunch of pictures on a piece of paper and have ourselves a nice little collage. If we want to, we can of course turn it by using this little crank up here and turning it around and doing things to it. So we can do that if that's what we want to do. Okay, I kind of like that. That's kind of nice. Missed the top of his head though. Sorry about that. But it's that darn tall hat he wears all the time. Okay, so that's another nice little feature that we have available. And you can control the borders that you have for the images, control what color you want the borders. You can have solid colors and all sorts of color combinations if you want them. I don't know, that doesn't look too good. Let's try a different color here. Standard color is kind of a brownish color, maybe. There, something like that. Kind of a wood grainy type of thing, a wood color brown for the frame. Some of the picture effects that you have, you can give the picture, and each one of these effects that they have here has a gazillion little possibilities. You can create presets, use the presets that they have, pretty much standard type stuff. Turning it, twisting it, setting it flat. There it looks like it's three-dimensional, like it's on a button or something. Gives it a beveled effect. 3D options. You can even play with it even more than that if you want to get over into the sidebar over here and change things. See what's this contour? I'm not certain what that does, but we'll find out. What does that do? Didn't see anything change. Okay, well, so much for that. Okay. No. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, nothing. I don't know what these guys do. I haven't played with this one yet that much, but there are different things that you can do with them. I think the reflection is, yeah. Here's the reflection. If you look below the picture, it looks like it's on something and it's partially reflected down below. This is I think this is light reflection or tight reflection, a half reflection. This is full reflection. And you've got all sorts of variations on the concept of a reflection. Okay.
Can you save this now as a photo, or is it saved as a Word document?
You can save it as a photo if you want to save it. Let me just, I think I'm going to go with the full. I like the full. That's kind of neat. I can save this if I right click on it, and then I can go to, okay, where you at? Save as picture. And I click on save as picture, it comes up, and I can put it in, I'm going to put it somewhere else. And I'll put CTS meeting. And this is a photo editing. So I'm going to put it in here. I can determine, I'll say the Lincolns. That'll be the name of it. And I can save it as a JPEG, as a PNG, as a GIF, as a TIF, or as a bitmap if I want to take up all the space on my drive. But I'm going to do it as a JPEG, and I click save, and there it is. Now, will it pick up the reflection? I'm not certain, so we're going to try it and put it in a brand new document and see what it does. So we'll go out, we'll insert, and we're going to insert a picture, and it's going to be from the device, and we'll go out and see if we can't find it. And it should be somewhere in here. There they are. We bring it in. Oh, it just brings in the picture in the original format. I have to go through it again, I guess. I didn't realize that. I thought it would save it with the changes to it, but it didn't. That's interesting. Well, wait a second. It should save it with the changes. Why didn't it save it with the changes? Huh.
What if you call it up like you're going to print a picture?
Yeah, because when I did the image of the garage there, I saved that just the way it is there, and it saved fine. I don't know why the other didn't save right. I may have done something in the process that didn't allow me to save it correctly. Let me try this again. Save. Save as picture. And once again, go to I'm trying to see if there's some reason why it's not saving. If that's the image, oh no, that's the image that was saved. I want this image saved. Well, I'm going to try one more time, and if it saves it the wrong way, which it might, oops, I got to give it a name. Okay. If it does not load proper or does not save it that way, we've got another method of doing it. Okay, the device, okay. Nope, it didn't save it. It saved the original picture. So we're going to beat it up and we'll do it the hard way. We'll use, whoopsie daisy, why didn't that work? Okay, that didn't go well, did it? No. Okay, well, we'll try using the snipping tool. And there it is. And I'm just going to create a box around it. I'm not going to do anything fancy with anything else. I'll take all of this like that. And now I'll save this. And we'll put it in the same place as the other one. And now when I want to get this picture again, I feel real confident about this. I hope so. So I'm going to click on this guy here. Whoopsie daisy, get rid of that. Click on this and we'll delete it. Okay, we'll delete it. We'll delete it. Okay. And now I'm going to go and get it again. And it's coming from the device. And there it is. And I'm going to insert it. And there it is.
Joe,
Yes.
could you hit print and see what comes up? Because once in a while, when I do something like that, it doesn't print everything. It only prints part of it. You'll see the picture what's going to print.
Okay. Let me see what's going to print. Let's see what we get here. Print. Okay, I got to print. Let me see here. All righty, we'll go and print this thing and see what we get. This is, it's hard
Hey,
to
it printed the whole thing. Sometimes it doesn't print the whole thing.
what?
Sometimes it doesn't print the whole thing. It only prints what on the first one, the first item, your whole picture.
Yeah. Okay,
But
let me see how many pages I got. I got
right.
2 pages. I just want to make sure I just print the second page here. So let me do that. 2. Okay, and we'll give this a print and see what happens. It's making noises. It sounds like it's printing the color. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I don't know that you can see it. I doubt that you can see it here because of the paper. Let's see here. No, it's not going to show. But it did. It printed really nice. It looks really.
Because once in a while, when I add some stuff, mostly when I pick up something from outside, on the image, you won't print the second image when you ask for printing.
Yeah, it printed fine.
Okay, thank you.
Didn't have any problem with it. Thanks for asking that, though. That's a good question. Okay, but now this is a single image. That's the thing. And so we use the snipping tool for that. I forget what it's called, snipping something or another. I just go with snipping tool and there it is. Okay. Any other comments or questions? Anyone? Nothing. Okay, so we went through and we loaded the photo, we changed the size, we selected the photo, changed the colors, threw in some artistic effects, removed the background from another image. By the way, I have to say, whenever they demonstrate the background, the removing a background of something, they always have it, and I did the same thing here. They always have the image that they're going for is up against a solid color background with the background color not containing the color, any of the colors that the person is wearing. Or the person's not wearing any colors that match the background. Because if they are, then you get an imperfect kind of copy of the image. And you wind up losing part of the item that you want, and you'll have parts of the image that you don't want, and you can go in and modify those, but it really is a very tedious process. At least for me it is. If it doesn't come out right, I'm not going to spend 20 minutes or a half hour or an hour trying to delete the parts or erase the parts that didn't come out the way I wanted them to. So at any rate, just be aware of that you're going to have to play around with it. And there are ways that you can play around with it, but I'm not really prepared to do that here. Sorry about that, but you can do that in Paint. You can do it here too, but I'm not certain exactly how it's done. Because I just don't do that very much. So at any rate, I think that's about it. One of the things that we've done is we put together a little spreadsheet with some links on it for you that will have information about how to do the things that we did here today. Also, there's a really, really nice article that we have access to, that we accessed. And this is a place where you can get stock photos. They are, for the most part, most of them are free. And you can download them, use them. They're under the CC, whatever that is, that Creative Commons, and they can be used for commercial purposes. So you don't have to worry about paying anything for them. Occasionally, they want you to give them credit for it. In other words, say the photo by John Smith or whatever it happens to be. As long as you do that, you're fine and dandy. And most of them don't even do that. They just, just use a picture and be done with it. So these are 41 different sites where you can get things, various snap photos. They operate very much like YouTube, except there's no question about whether the image is copyrighted or not copyrighted, whether it's available for use, or whether somebody's going to come at you 6 years from now saying, you used our photo and we want you to pay us a royalty fee of $150 or something. That's not going to happen. These pictures are free. Pixabay is very popular. Pexels is very popular. I'm trying to think of some of them. Wikimedia Commons, it's okay. They have a lot of government photos. One thing about the government publications aren't copyrighted. They're all public domain. So anytime you have something from a government document, you can copy it. You should, by rights, give it, credit that you got it from there. But by and large, you don't have to worry about them coming after you to pay them any royalty fees, because it's what your tax dollars pay for. So it's all yours. So not to worry about it. But I'm not real crazy about the Wikimedia images that are available. They're okay, and once in a while you hit something that's really right on the mark. But a lot of the stuff really doesn't fit well. I like the other items a whole lot better. But these are, like I say, there's 41 of them. I'm not going to go through all of them here, but there's a ton of them out there. Anybody have any more questions about things? I'll stop sharing the screen here in a second, if I can, because I've got that on. How do I get out of the share screen? Ha ha ha. Can I move that? Yes, I can. There it is. Okay, good. And we'll stop the share. Okay, anybody have any questions, comments, rude remarks?
Was there going to be anything about Microsoft Paint?
Oh, Microsoft Paint. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Let's go to Microsoft Paint.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Let's go to Microsoft Paint. Where the heck is Microsoft Paint at? Okay. I'll go to Microsoft Paint. And let me move this guy back here. I'm going to move him over to the side a little bit. And this is one of those spots where you can take and separate out a picture. And like I say, I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to copy it and put it in there, and then we'll do some stuff with it and see what we get. Okay. I'm trying to think. I didn't have a picture ready for this. Hard. I oops. I'll grab a picture from somewhere. I know what I'll do. Okay, we'll go there. And we'll go to Google Images. Come on. There we go. And we'll go to headshots. And we'll take something like this girl here. Or this one. This will be better, I think. I'm going to take this gal and I'm going to copy that image. I'm going to put it into Paint. Oops, I'm going to try and put it into Paint. There we go. And I'll just paste it there. There she is. Make her a little larger. Okay. And what I want to do is I'm going to select her. Let's see, where's my command for selecting? Oh, select, there it is, okay. And so we'll select, and I'm going to start here. Oops, nope, that's taking it around. All right, here we go. I think this will work. Yes, there, okay. So I want to take this, and I'm just going to take this section of her, and I'm going to edit with 3D Paint. This is the last item over here on the right-hand side. And I'm going to click on that, and it says, do you want to save changes to Untitled? No, I don't want to save them. So there we go. Slow but sure, here it comes. Okay, and there's the image of her. And what I want to do is I'm going to try to find it here in a second. Where is my Magic Select? There's my Magic Select. Magic Select. And I'm going to bring the edges in here. Let me get this guy out of the way. Okay. And we got to come in here. I'm going to make it nice and tight like that. I'm going to go around here, make it just a little bit tighter. Okay. And then we're going to go to and we click on this. And lo and behold, we got some of her, but we didn't get all of her. And so what I have to do is I want to remove some sections of the image. And I can use the eraser or I can use the pencil. And if I use the eraser, I put my pointer in and I hope I can enlarge this so I can see it a little better. Nope, that's not going to do it. How do I get this over? Well, I'm just going to have to do it the hard way. All right. Make it as large as I can. I'm going to take this and I'm going to draw a line around here. Now, this is going to be very, very quick, so I'm still going to have an edge on it, but you have to play with it. That's the whole thing. That's what I don't like to do, and I do that. And now I've got rid of the part that I didn't want. And that's kind of what I wanted to show people, was the 3D feature of Paint for picking out an image. You can still see there's a little bit of a blue border there. And the add button, by the way, is if there's a section of the picture that you wanted but didn't show up. Now hers came out pretty good, but you know, like her hair possibly. Well, no, her hair came out fine. But if there's a section, and I'm just going to grab a section of the picture, but if there's a section that you wanted to see that didn't show up, you can just draw a little line like that, and now that part of the picture will show up. Okay. All right. And this is a part of your Paint program. I think, I don't know how long it's been there. I have to say, I'm not certain how long it's been there. But it's been around for a while, I guess. And a lot of people don't know about it, that it's there.
Joe, can you
And,
paste that image?
It's kind of a neat feature that you can pull things out with it.
Joe, can
And
you
you can do
paste
some other
that?
things with 3D that I haven't played with. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you copy that image and paste it someplace else?
I beg your pardon?
Can you copy that image
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, I
paste
can.
it someplace
Yeah,
else?
I can save it now if I want to. I should be able to save it, I think. Let's see, save as, and I'll save the image. Let's see, we'll put it, once again, we'll put it in our favorite place. And this is not there, it's over here, and here, and here, and here. And we'll see, call it cutout. And we save cutout, I hope. Did we? Let's see. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I thought I did, but let's see. And we'll bring her in and see what we get. Insert and picture from the device. Nope, it's not going to do that. Well, in that case, what I can do, I think I can do it. I should be able to do it here. But again, I'm not certain. Let's see. I'm going to crop it down. No, I'm not even going to bother crop. Yeah, I am going to crop it some. Crop it a little bit. Try to crop it. Good. Crop. Crop. Okay, there we go. And we'll crop it a little this way And we got to crop that way. Okay. And then we're going to remove the background. And once again, we've got her. We should have been able to take that and deal with it, but I don't know why we didn't. Okay, I'm going to try to see what we come up with here. Okay, we lost the top of her head. I'm not certain how we get it back. Go to 3D paint. Paint, 3D. Copy it. This is experimenting, folks. We'll see what we get. Copy. And we'll new, and we'll paste it. And nope, I'm not going to be able to do it. It might be possible to do that, but I'm not certain how. I really don't know, and I'd be playing around with it for the next hour trying to figure it out. But I have done this in the past, and I have saved just the image itself, so it can be done. But it's not something like I say that I do on a regular basis, so trying to do it off the top of my head, it's probably not going to work. I'm sorry. Okay. But yes, you can copy the image. If I wanted to, I could select this guy here, and I could select him, and how do I select it? Select. Okay. Nope, that's not going to do it. No, I just did something I didn't want to do there. Okay, I'm lost. I'm lost on this one. Canvas, paste. Nope. I'd have to play with it. I'm not going to be able to do it now. I'm sorry. Okay. Any other questions people want to ask that I can't answer? Did everybody go home?
Oh, we didn't lose anyone.
Are you familiar with Google's Snapseed?
With what? Oh, Snapseed.
Google
Oh,
Snapseed.
Snapseed. Yeah, the only problem with Snapseed is you have to use it on your phone. They don't have it for the desktop computer. I really don't like the apps on the screen. My fingers are just too clumsy. I can't really get into it like I can with the mouse. Yeah, Snapseed has a lot of neat features, but it's just real hard for me to work with it. And it's only available on the smartphone. They don't have an app for it for the computer. There probably is something like that, but I just don't know what it is. There's so many things out there. Snapseed, by the way, is an app. If you don't mind editing on your smartphone, Snapseed's an excellent little visual editor. I've seen it demonstrated, and it's very nice. And it's called Snapseed, S-N-A-P, and then seed, S-E-E-D. And I'm going to load.
Actually, there is a Chrome add-on that you can use under Windows that is Snapseed. You can use it as a Chrome add-on.
Oh, a Chrome add-on? Yeah, Chrome. Yeah, Chrome is starting to accept. I think Chrome, is it Chrome? Yeah, I think the Chromes will will take things and let you run them on there. Are you talking about the Chrome, the browser, or are you talking about Chrome, the computer?
Snapseed for Windows can be added to Chrome. It's one of their web apps.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Up until recently, I didn't think you could do that.
Yeah, so it's not just for Android anymore.
Okay. All righty. I'm going to put the short little spreadsheet that I have with the links on it. I'm going to put that into the chat here, and if anybody wants it, they can have it. So we'll take that and put that away somewhere for them as soon as I find it here. I got to get to it. Meeting. There we go. That's it. Is that it? Yes, that's it. Okay, I'll make sure I save that. And then put it in my paint. Okay. And we'll pop that into where it needs to go in just a second. I got that. Okay, let's see, chat. And we're going to put a file in there. And it's taken me a little while to get there because I've got to go through my little gizmo here. What happened here? Okay. And is that spreadsheet? There it is. Okay. And there we go. Okay. This guy error. Wonderful. So it didn't want to load. Well, we'll do it another way. Not quite as pretty, but it should do the same thing. Okay. There is the listing of the items. You can take a look at them. The URLs, it is a little bit broken up, I'm sorry to say, but with a little work, you can probably do it. The URLs are all bit.lys, so they're nice and short. You can copy them and use them as you will. At the end of the meeting, just save the program. Oh, there it is. There, that's not too bad. Yeah, you get the idea of the programs and which ones they are and stuff. So, all righty. Okay, and now we're looking at Al's screen, it looks like, or somebody's
No, it's
else
not Al's
screen.
screen, it's Mel's screen. Mel, Mel, you hit the share screen.
Joe, did you post? Oh, I see it. It's just above there in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to post the file that it was in, but I got an IO error. I don't know what happened there. So I just posted the raw data out of the image, and it kind of has it in paragraph format, so it's not too bad.
Okay, so that's the info.
Yeah, that's the info. Yeah, and you can find a lot of information there. Like I say, this is new territory for me, and I'm just, you know, I just wanted to play with it, and I had learned a little bit about it, and then when Al suggested a program, I thought, well, this will make me learn a little bit more, and I did learn a little bit more, but I don't have it all down yet cold, so I apologize for the things I couldn't show or demonstrate, but hopefully you got an idea of a hint of what's possible out there. And there's even more. There's a whole bunch more that's out there than what I showed you. I don't have the knowledge to show it all to you because I don't know how it all works yet. I haven't played with everything yet.
Joe, I really like what you showed us.
Okay, Joe, that was pretty good. That was very good.
By
right,
the way,
thank-
a little footnote about Snapseed. Windows 11 will natively support Android apps.
Yeah.
It doesn't yet, but it will. And so when they get that up and running, it'll be kind of irrelevant whether something's made for PC or whether it's made for Android.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Al.
All right.
That's fine.
Oh, okay, Joe. Anything else, Joe?
No, I think that'll do it.
All right, well, thank you very much, Joe. Okay, and for the next X number of moments, we're going to turn the screen over to Sanford, who's going to talk to us about the Chicago Computer Society's YouTube channel. Sanford?
Well, thank you, Al. Yeah, I've set up a branded channel on YouTube for the Chicago Computer Society. All you got to do is go to YouTube and just Google the Chicago Computer Society, and you'll be able to take directly to it, or look in our programs when we send out the announcements. We have links right in there. Incorporated in the on the YouTube channel is you can now sort the past meetings by their location. That is, you can sort by West Side or South Side or the Northwest or Linux. They're all under playlists now. So that's a new thing that we've been able to incorporate in there. I highly recommend that you subscribe to them because new ones are posted as we're getting them done. There will be a delay when we're going to be posting them from the meetings that currently happen. The purpose of that is to encourage people to come to the meetings and not wait for the YouTube videos to show up. But the good thing about the YouTube ones is that you'll be able to pause them, rewind it, repeat a section if you missed something, and take better notes on something or you missed it, something really important in that meeting. What was that website again? You can go and look it up in those. So I encourage everybody to subscribe. I think we have 34 subscribers right now. So, and Tim has just been unloading a whole bunch to me, and I've been getting them up there. So there's new ones that just popped up in the last 2 days. So that's it. Please come and check it out.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Sanford. Okay, do you have any questions from anybody? Any questions or comments, suggestions, thoughts, ideas?
On a comment,
Anything we covered?
on the comment at the beginning of the chat, you should find the comment I made about the email that you sent out for February. The last link on that announcement for this meeting has the correct URL to take you to the Chicago Computer Society channel, showing you all the groups. And if you click at the bottom where it says full view, you can open up an entire list for each group and see what's there. Select the one you want and play it.
Okay. Any other comments or questions about the YouTube? Okay, do we have any questions or comments about any topic that we've discussed tonight?
Has Larry figured out how to get unmuted?
Has Larry figured out how to get unmuted? We don't, how about it, Larry? Can you unmute? Apparently, no. There he is. He's unmuted now. Larry, you want to tell us what you were going to tell us at the beginning of the meeting?
Well, because I didn't attend the meeting, ain't much I can tell you, Al. Bert sends out a document that is full of good information, and the only thing I can bring up to date is that we went from $649 to $5,271.90. And I think some of that is due to insurance. I don't know if Tim want to say. But, and also we're not connecting all of the dues that we had here before collected. But I know that they're working on the website, and I don't know any. I don't have any discussion on it other than the fact that they're working on it. They're going to produce a new website that's going to be more up to date with today's functions.
Is that it, Larry?
Yeah. You know, my operation was a double whammy, and still got me down a little bit.
Okay, we want to thank you very much, Larry. Anyone else in the comments or questions, thoughts, ideas, attitudes? Okay, our next meeting is March the 15th, And our topic's going to be hard disk drives versus SSDs versus NVMEs. Tim is going to talk to us about these various means of storage. And hopefully we've all been in some areas of these devices, and maybe Tim will tell us something about it that we don't know. Okay, unless anyone has any other comments or ideas, thoughts, attitudes, desires, etc., we're gonna close off the airways, and in 2 clicks of my mouse, everyone's screen will go dark. Any comments?
Thank you, everybody.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming, and please drive safely going home. Thank you.
Take care.